Good
afternoon. Welcome to the press conference. Now the floor is open to questions.
第10天记者提问：美方近期不断声称中方违反中美日内瓦。
Recently, the U.S. has repeatedly claimed that China violated the common understandings reached at the China-U.S. Economic and Trade Meeting in Geneva and took a series of negative moves. What's China's response? The spokesperson of the Ministry of Commerce previously made clear China's position. The common understandings were reached by China and the U.S. in Geneva following the principle of mutual respect and equal-footed consultation. China takes a responsible attitude to faithfully implement the common understandings. Without any factual evidence, however, the U.S. took extreme measures to vilify China with defamatory accusations, rolling out controls on chip exports on China, halting the sales of chip design software to China, and announcing revocations of Chinese students' visa, which severely violated the common understandings reached in Geneva and harmed China's legitimate rights and interests. China firmly opposed this and strongly made strong protests. Let me stress once again that pressuring and coercion is not the right way to engage with China. We urge the U.S. to respect the fact, stop peddling misinformation, correct relevant wrongdoings, and take concrete moves to uphold the common understandings reached by the two sides. Next one, please.
Thanks. Question from AFP. The White House has said that President Donald Trump.
法新社，白宫宣称特朗普总统可能会在本周和习主席进行对话，你能否证实？
I have no information to share. Next one, please.
谢谢日本共同社提问。据报道，中国辽宁相关。
Kyoto News. The Public Security Bureau of Liaoning Province informed the Consulate General of Japan in Shenyang that 2 Japanese nationals were killed in Dalian, and some Chinese suspects were arrested. Can you give more information on that?
On May the 23rd, public security authorities in Dalian received a report on a criminal case involving 2 deaths. Preliminary investigation shows that the victims were Japanese nationals who were business partners of the suspect, and that the case was caused by a dispute in their business cooperation. The case is undergoing further investigation. Chinese authorities will handle the case in accordance with the law. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。总台中文国际频道记者提问：近日，中方在东盟中国海合会峰会期间宣布对东南亚国家
China recently announced visa facilitation policy for Southeast Asian countries at the ASEAN-China GCC summit. Could you share more information? In recent years, China and ASEAN have advanced the building of a community with a shared future and made important progress in building a peaceful, safe and secure, prosperous, beautiful and amicable home. Visits between the people of China and Southeast Asian countries have been frequent. There is a mutual hope to further ease travel between the two sides, to further facilitate cross-border travels in the region, on top of the visa-free arrangement between China and countries such as Singapore, Thailand and Malaysia, and China's Lantang Mekong visas program for Mekong countries. China decided to roll out an ASEAN visa for 10 Southeast Asian countries, and ASEAN observer is Timor-Leste. This new program offers 5-year multiple entry visas to eligible applicants for business purpose and their spouses and children, allowing maximum stay of 180 days. For anyone with more specific questions, they are welcome to contact our diplomatic and consular missions in their countries. Next question, please. NHK. A follow-up on the cases involving two Japanese. Could you share information on the nationalities?
The victims are Japanese nationals, as I just said. Next one, please.
Hi, FA News Agency. What is China's reaction to the ousting of Mongolian Prime Minister?
蒙古国总理奥云鄂登因为被指控腐败和民众抗议下台，中方有何评论？
This is the domestic affair of Mongolia. I will not comment on that.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
谢谢发言人，香港公平社记者提问。发言人刚刚介绍了中方面向东南亚国。
You just announced that China rolled out a visa facilitation to Southeast Asian countries. When we noted that starting from June the 1st, China also implemented a pilot visa-free policy for 5 Latin American countries. This has been warmly welcomed by relevant countries. So could you share with us more information on China's visa-free policy, and will China extend this policy to more countries going forward? Like you said, starting from June 1st, China's visa-free policy extended to Latin American and Caribbean countries for the first time, and now such policy has covered 43 countries. This shows China's firm determination to advance high-level opening up. An improvement of the facilitation policy for cross-border travel also demonstrates China's concrete actions to build an open world economy. In the first quarter this year, China witnessed over 9 million visits by foreign visitors, up by 40%. And in the first 4 months this year, the number of newly established foreign invested companies reached 80,000, up by 12%. These figures speak for themselves. Going forward, we will continue to improve the cross-border travel facilitation policy and extend our visa-free policy to more countries so as to enable more foreign friends to come visit China and experience higher quality travel experience, to buy more better goods, and to share the opportunities and benefits enjoyed in China. Next one, please.
Thank you. Another question from AFP. According to the TASS news agency, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko is in China for a 3-day visit. Is the Chinese...
据报道，白俄罗斯总统卢卡申科将对华进行为期3天的访问，你能否证实？
中国和
China and Belarus are all-weather comprehensive strategic partners. The two sides maintain close exchanges at various levels. On the specifics, China will release information in due course. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人，总台央视记者提问。据报道，5月30。
CCTV is reported on the sidelines of the Shangri-La Dialogue. Defense ministers of the U.S., Japan, Australia, and the Philippines held meetings and issued joint statements expressing continued serious concern about China's destabilizing actions in the East and South China Seas and unilateral attempts to change the status quo by force or coercion. What's your comment? The U.S., together with Japan, Australia, and the Philippines, peddled the so-called China threat narrative at the Shangri-La Dialogue, attempted to instigate confrontation between regional countries with the East China Sea issue and the South China Sea issue. China strongly deplores and firmly opposes it and has made serious protests. Engaging in bloc politics and confrontation is Cold War mentality, goes against the trend of the times, and is not welcomed by regional countries. Such attempt does not help solve problems, still less work on China. Such attempts does not help solve problems, nor will it make China scared. We have firm resolve and will in upholding territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests. We urge the U.S. and its allies to stop making smears, distorting facts, and shifting blames concerning maritime issues. Stop piecing together all kinds of exclusive small circles. Stop disrupting the joint effort of relevant sides in resolving problems through dialogue and consultation and defending regional peace and stability. Next one, please.
Thanks. Another one from AFP. The European Union has voted to use something called the International Procurement Instrument, a piece of legislation, to exclude Chinese.
欧盟方面要求，中方医疗销售企业被排除在某些采购之外。外交部对此有何评论？
有关具体问题。
For your specific question, I'd refer you to competent authorities. Let me point out that China is committed to a high standard opening up. We uphold the principles of market economy and WTO rules and advocate resolving trade disputes through dialogue and consultation. The EU has claimed that it is the most open market in the world, but in fact it is edging towards protectionism and has been resorting to unilateral trade tools and engaging in unfair competition in the name of fair competition. It has applied typical double standards. We hope the EU will honor its commitments of opening its markets and upholding WTO rules and provide a fair, transparent, and non-discriminatory business environment for Chinese companies so as to promote the sound and stable development of China-EU trade relations. China will firmly safeguard our companies' lawful rights and interests. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions?
Hi, Reuters. Executives and representatives of the car industry in Europe, US, and India say that China's rare earth export controls are creating the risk of short.
欧洲、印度、美国等国的汽车行业代表表示，中方对稀土出口的限制对他们造成了很大的影响。中方对此有何回应？
建议向
On your specific question, I'd refer you to competent authorities.
刚才我想提
NHK. I was wondering about the nationality of the killers, not the victims.
我刚刚注意到，
I just noticed that the Dalian authorities have issued a notice saying that the suspect is a Chinese national. There is ongoing investigation about the case. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions?
好，那今天的。
Then that's the end of today's press conference. Thank you for coming.